For your homework, based on the first definition that we worked on, or the definition that we worked on last class, where we had the two spheres and we made the distance between the spheres adjustable and we made the size of the spheres adjustable, right? I want you guys to do two things. One, I want you to be able to take the Earth and rotate it by a number slider 360 degrees around the sun, right? I saw some people that had already done that. Some people haven't. So that's one of the things I want you to do. Then I want you to take the Earth, right, put the North and South Pole in the Earth, and then make it to where the Earth angles in the X direction. Okay, I'm just going to make everybody do it in the X direction. So it's going to angle in the X direction away from the origin. The top will move away from the origin. That is going to represent the angle of declination of the Earth. Okay? Make it so that that angle is variable. Variable from 0 to 45 degrees. The actual angle of declination of the Earth is, I think, 27.45. Okay? But I just want it to be variable. So if you slide the thing to 0, the Earth is straight up and down. If you slide it to 45, the Earth is leaning way back. Okay? Making it rotate around the sun shouldn't be that hard. Okay? But the angle of declination is much harder. I'm going to give you a hint. You have to understand how you define which axes to rotate on. Okay? So if you're trying to get the z-axis to rotate along the x-axis, which axes are you spinning? The y-axis, correct. So you have to figure out how to get 3D rotate to spin on the y-axis. Okay? That's your hint. This is the function as I came up with it, with the exception of this and this. So that, and then you don't need these in there. But essentially that takes those points and feeds them from a deconstruction of the points that created the first set of points. So this first component right here is what creates the movability. All right. So if I slide this way, and I'll move this one sort of over to the side. So this first set is what moves it in the XY direction, right? And that creates a set of deconstructed points that yield, right, X and Y and Z values. The Z is always 0, okay? But what you had to do is you had to use adding functions and a negative function coupled with another slider to get this to enlarge no matter where you put it, okay? So I know James figured it out. I can't remember, two or three people figured it out, and I think they walked around and kind of got you guys sort of thinking about it. That's much better, in my opinion, than you guys parroting what I'm doing and not knowing why. As you guys are struggling to figure out to get this stuff to work, you're training yourself to think in this fashion, and that doesn't happen when you simply parrot. So, okay? All right, so does that help you in recording the homework?
Yes, thank you.
So the homework is not very complicated. Well, part 1 of the homework is not complicated. Part 2 is a little tricky.
Thank you.
All right?